Okay, so today we're going to talk about setting goals. Goals should be SMART. They should be specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and timely, or have some sort of timetable associated with them. The smarter the goal, essentially, the more likely it is for you to achieve it. So breaking each one of those components down of the acronym: specific, what is it exactly that you want to achieve? So you need to answer this question, write it down, know exactly what it is you want to achieve. Let's take the example of weight loss. This is a very common one. People say, okay, I want to lose weight. Okay, so that is, you know specifically what you want to achieve. But in order to really flesh that out a little bit more, we need to make sure that we cover the rest of the acronym. Measurable. How much? How many in terms of weight loss? How many pounds is it that you want to achieve, that you want to lose? So that's the next component that you have to ask yourself in terms of setting your goals and achieving your goals. The next part, the A, is something that is action oriented, making sure that you just don't set this goal and then put no action plan in place to be able to reach the goal. So it's very important to know, okay, what you're going to do in order to reach this weight loss goal. So let's say, okay, the action part of it is going to be a walk or a bicycle ride or swimming, certain fitness classes. Okay, so that gives you the action-oriented part. But we're still not done, because we need to cover the realistic component, and we also need to look at the timetable. So the realistic part of the goal needs to take into consideration things such as your schedule, making sure that you're looking at all of your responsibilities that you have to take care of on a daily and weekly basis. So being able to fit something into your schedule is going to be very important in shaping and achieving the goal that you want to achieve. So making sure that the realistic component is satisfied, not saying I want to lose 100 pounds in a month. Not necessarily realistic and not healthy. But setting goals that are realistic, okay, understanding that healthy weight loss is in between a half a pound to 2 pounds per week. So using things like this, using science, using stats as a good way to measure whether or not your goal is realistic is a good way to go. And then the time component, the timetable. Where does this goal begin and where does it end? A lot of times I tell people to not necessarily focus on the end result, the weight loss, but focus on the number of times that you're going to do something in order to produce the weight loss. So essentially you're focusing on the action part of the goal rather than the results part of the goal. So my goal essentially is that I'm going to, let's say we pick walking. So we're going to walk for 3 times per week for 45 minutes to an hour each time. So then that sort of gives you that time component, that timetable, and you want to do this over this weekly period. So that helps to put things in perspective. It satisfies all the components of the SMART goal. And remember that it's important to make sure that you ask yourself each of these questions and cover each of these components. So to recap, goals should be SMART. They should be specific, measurable, action-oriented. They should be realistic, and they should have a timetable component. They should be timely. God bless.